Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
So you have to click on the screen fields. So screen fields are the one that we have created. So under the screen fields you have certain tabs. One is a main tab, billing, shipping, accounting, and then custom. So if you click on this custom, this is where you have these fields. You see this? So under these options, under these three check boxes that you have, there is something called a save elements between sub-tabs. So you can click on move elements between sub-tabs. Another page opens up and you are trying to move these elements, these three fields that you have created, onto a different sub-tab. So that's what we'll do now. Click on move elements between sub-tabs. Go to custom again. Click on custom. And these are three things that you want to move to the main page. You want to move it to the main tab. And then save it. So, once you move on to the main tab, Screen Fields, click on Screen Fields and this is your main tab. So, the custom fields, if you scroll down, the custom fields will be at the bottom. Do you see this? Delivery, Dimension, Cloud, Test, VGA, all these three fields are available. So, they are normal. You are not making it in line. So, from here, you want to move these fields into the Primary Information tab. On the main tab, you want to move it under the Primary Information tab. So click on this. And once you do that, if you scroll up, you will see that the fields have been moved here. I have the Delivery Dimension Cloud Test VGA moving up onto my Primary Information tab. So let us save this. I saved it. Go back to the purchase order. Refresh your page. Delivery is here. Dimension Cloud is here. I can select it. This is a list that I've created: kilograms, grams, milligrams, pounds, whatever it is. I can actually select this and test. VGA is my phone number. So this is how I can create my own custom fields. And there is no limit to these guys. I mean, there are customers I have seen who create like 30-35 fields, custom fields on their purchase orders, on that sales orders. I want to put in some data into it. So yesterday, if you remember the CSV imports that we were doing. So this dimension, cloud delivery, test, VGA, all these things are custom fields that you have created. So you can mention these things in your Excel sheet. Like dimension cloud, it is kilograms, test, VGA. There's a phone number, delivery is a checkbox, true or false. You can mention these things in your Excel sheet and import while you're doing import. And how do you map them? I'll show it to you. So let's go here. Import, export, import CSV records. And we have created that on the purchase orders. What's the purchase order? It is a transaction. Click on Transactions. And then Purchase Order. Let me select one of the CSV files just as a sample. Click on Next. Under the Advanced options, you see this custom form is selected now because that is my default form that I have preferred form that I have selected GSM Products Purchase Order form. So you click on Next. When you do that, you will notice that there is a little green icon for some of the fields, which is delivery document date. What else? Dimension cloud, which is already there. So you have to map your Excel sheet. Excel sheet fields with this custom fields wherever there is a little green circle over there which says C, which means these are all your custom fields. Somebody has created cash register date of tax, supply, delivery terms, document date, just like the way we have created dimension cloud. Someone else has created that as well. And you see this dimension cloud. Now I have actually marked this as mandatory. That is the reason it is showing in. There is a little asterisk outside that required. It says required SARI EQ, which means this is a mandatory field. That has to be there. So when I click on this pencil icon, I will be able to provide my details. See, this is a list which is already I have created. I've created kilograms, grams, milligrams. You can select any one of these and then say, or you can mention this in the Excel sheet directly when you are importing. You can mention that in the Excel sheet also. And when you are actually selecting it directly from here, what will it do? It will. Where's this delivery that I'm getting? I deliver it. Hold on. Delivery. Here it is. So when I select this, this will be true or false. Yes or no, because that is just a checkbox that we have selected. And where is the VJ part? VJ. Where is VJ? Just VJ. You click on this. And if you select this, it will give you the option to enter the phone number. It changes to the phone number format. You see this like this, you can actually map to your CSV imports. So the data that you provide in your Excel sheet will be imported onto these custom fields that you have created for these purchase orders. And likewise, we have also selected this dimension cloud to be available on the sales order as well. So you go to the sales orders, enter sales order page. Let us see if that is available for us. The form is sales order. I don't see it here. The custom tab is not enabled for this. So let's just go ahead and customize the form. But we already moved them to the primary information. No, we have moved it only on the purchase order. That is a different form and this is a different form. Correct. You understood that. Good. So that's a different form. And this is a different form. We have moved only on the purchase order but not on the sales order. So on the sales order, what we'll do? First of all, let us enable the custom tab. And then you go into the screen fields. Click on the custom option, move, save and move elements. Click on this. It will take some time. The entire form has to be saved. So it will take just about 30-40 seconds for us to get that form. And then you can move the custom records onto your sales order form as well. So I'll show you how to do that once again. It's saving. See guys, this might be a little confusing at the start. Sorry. Few of the options were grayed out earlier. Is there any specific reason? Those are in line. Those are in line, and that's the reason they are grayed out. I'll move to the main tab. But dimensions cloud we have made. We haven't made that as inline. But still it was grayed out earlier. Where? Where is it grayed out? CCC. CCC icon in the CFI the green. That is not graying out. That field is not available in the Excel sheet that I have imported. So that is not. The field will not be grayed out. It's just for the mapping that you have it over there. It will not be grayed out. So where are we? Go to this screen. Fields under the main. You have moved them. So scroll down here. I can move it onto the primary information on sales order. Show you how the purchase order form is customized. And I've shown you how the sales order form is customized as well. So go into the sales orders, enter sales orders. So GSM sales order, click on customer. I still did not pull them. They've come in here, it is saved. You see, this delivery dimension cloud are already saved. But one did not get to what's the test, which is something I think that is not saved. And that's the reason it has not come out. So this is how you do it. Kilograms, grams, milligrams. You can actually do this. So your question was, when you go into imports, why is it grayed out? By the way, this particular field that you have created can be a multi-select field as well. So when I go here, let me go to the dimension field. I can actually search it from here also. I think if I can enable it in the global search, maybe that's not enabled. No, it's not enabled. Dimension. Open up this field. And when you're selecting a list, it can be your multi-select option as well. So you need to go into the lists that you have created. Customization list. Let's open up the list that we have created. The list is a separate thing that we created. You remember that list I created as weight? Correct. That is a list that I created for the weight part. So there is something called as multi-select, also convert the customer to inactive. Where is it? You can create your list as a multi-select option also. I don't see it here. I don't know why. Just a second. Which means what I'm saying. You can select grams, weight, gram, milligram and all together by just clicking on the control option. Multi-select is not there. But somewhere that option is there. We can actually select it as multiple options. I don't know where it is. I think I forgot. I'll check and get back to you on that. Prevent and return it. So let me check on that. But another thing is you can give a default selection also, which means as and when you go into the form, by default it has to be selected as grams. I can do this and that can be changed on the form again when you go into the purchase. This works especially when you make it as mandatory, which means even if you don't select anything, by default it will be selected as grams. If you give the default selection, that is one thing. Dynamic default. Current user or user supervisor, whoever it is, you can actually select them on the records as well. So what was your question? Going into the setup import export. Let us see. Even I was confused why it was grayed out. Let us see that. Sales order. This time we'll do a sales order. It will be a GSM sales order. Delivery. Why is this grayed out? I'll tell you why is it grayed out. Also what we have done. We have actually created this as something which is mandatory. I mentioned cloud is mandatory field that we have created, but we have not given that in the Excel sheet, and that is the reason it will show up here and then it will be grayed out. So what we'll do is, let's get back to this here. We will provide a field for the clouds. So once again, let's do this. Let me save this. Whatever is a mandatory field, and if you are not giving it in the Excel sheet, then that shows as grayed out over there. I mean, it's not grayed out, but it implies that you have to map some of the other field to that particular option there. That's the reason it is showing up like that. That's if it is auto mapped, then that's fine. It is not mapped. Still, it will show as grayed out as of now. It will show as grayed out, so you can scroll down and then map this. So let's do one thing. Instead of doing this, what we'll do is, let's remove this as mandatory thing. Then you will understand it clearly. Let's go back to the import assistant. I removed it as mandatory. Go back there. And then, as long as you're not marking it mandatory, then it will not show up. You see this if you scroll down. Oh, it is still showing up here. I think it. Let's come back to the import again. So this reports. Transactions, purchase order. Still grayed out. Why? Dimension cloud is also mapped. What does graying out indicate? What does grayed out indicate? I think it is because of the list. So the other things are normal these things, but this is a list field. So what we'll do is, let's go back. Wherever it is a list field, it shows that it is grayed out and you can select it from there directly. That's the only difference. So let's go back to the 2-dimension. Open up this instead of putting it as a list. As of now, what we'll do is let us change the type and then we will put up maybe just as a free form text. If you see in the type, correct, correct, correct. Multiple select. This is what it is. You can do this. So when you do this, this is what I was searching for. Multiple select. You absolutely. So if you click on this, let us see multiple select. Once we do that, if you go to your transactions, that is the option that I was seeing. Correct? I forgot where it was. Now you see this. It came as a multi-select now. So you can click on control and then select these options. This is how it works. So the more you explore, the more you will be able to, gauge things that you know that there will be multi-select. I have created this long back that there was a multi-select that Probably I must have forgotten. So clearly, instead of doing a list over there, what you'll do is you will directly select it as a multi-select, and this is how you can select it. That is one thing. Good catch. Next, let's go to import export. Sorry. Oh, no. Let's go back to the customize option. And let us change the field as just a normal field, which is a text field. Instead of multi-select, I would say that this is an email address. Let us select this as email address. And then save it. So when we go to the purchase orders again, this is an email address field now. So if you go to the import assistant, go back. Select. I think we are storing the value. That could be one thing. Hold. Customer. Go to the transaction body fields again. There is something called a store value, which means we are actually storing the value in that particular field. And that could be one of the reasons why it is played out. Let us remove that store value thing. Save this. So if you click on this, I haven't seen this earlier also, so there might be certain things that you are not aware of. I think we did not select the transactions. I selected advance into company. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.